Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, theys, and everybody in between. Welcome to the 2-year celebration of ShElite Showcase.
Yay!
Woo-hoo.
Fireworks. Yeah, cue wrestling pyro.
Everywhere.
Cue Cody Rhodes pyro that lasts like goddamn forever on a Monday Night Raw episode.
What I was gonna say.
You get like 15 seconds of pyro. He's just gonna do commentary.
That's it.
That's it. And he's gonna get it
perfect.
Yeah.
Pyro.
Okay, but Grayson Waller's hilarious, man. Okay.
True.
I've grown to really like that guy. I was like, oh, because when he used to do with AJ, I was like the Drake meme. But then now with the Grayson Waller effect, I'm like,
she's the other half of the Drake meme.
Yeah.
Before we dive into what a year it has been, I, of course, am your host with the most, is the shaman of ShElite, the hardest working woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey Baby.
Baby.
Gracias, mi amor. Joining me today, this way, this side, my lovely co-host. The Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing, the Rhodes family-eating, the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my widow, Adam Cole baby, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah.
What's up, Katie?
What's up? Now you're able to see me during the intro.
I know, right? At first I couldn't. But now I can because I've got power now. Katie's given me power.
I granted her power. I'm a nice guy. What can I say?
I know. Am I going to get mad on power? Probably just a little.
I told her I give power. I can take it away.
Yeah, she can take it away just as fast as she gave it to me.
Like that, baby.
Yeah.
If you're joining us live, which you are probably doing on either twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase or youtube.com/ShElite Showcase. Hi, hello, welcome to the show. Obviously today we're gonna reminisce. We're gonna talk about all the good that came out of year 2. Technically, our year 2 is on days of the week on Saturday, but we don't stream on Saturdays. Our show's on Thursdays.
I was gonna say, I don't even know if I have plans on Saturday.
Savannah doesn't know if she has plans this weekend, so
yeah, so no Saturday show.
Apologies. No Saturday show. That's okay. I mean, we're close enough to the time frame. When it
gets uploaded, it'll be Friday, which is technically Saturday in some countries on the other side of the world. So.
Bingo. Oh man, excuse me. So let's talk 2 years. As of when I checked yesterday, we had 210 subscribers on YouTube. Shout out. 50 or 51. It has showed me both numbers on Twitch. Shout out. And we have it's not even that big of a number, 171 videos on YouTube.
Really? I feel like we've done more.
See, I thought that too, and then I was like, well, we've had a few weeks off throughout the 2 years. And then it's like, so show every week, and then there was a lot of times I wasn't dropping Inside the Mind ofs or your shows or vlog. So there was like just pieces sprinkled in throughout. But I mean, 2 years and 171 videos, that's still pretty damn good.
Yeah, I know, right? That's not bad.
If I do say so myself.
Right?
So what did we add this year, Savannah? A lot.
Did we? I was like,
did we? Yes. Off the top of my head, and I did write it down, we added 3 types of shows, and I did a panel. So the top 5 women's panel, which everyone should go check out, had a lovely panel with me. I will do more, which I'll get into later. And then Storytime with Katie Kinsey Bebe, which I also have to do a new one. We did the ShElite Awards, which I'm counting as a
Yes.
episode.
That was fun. That was a lot of
which
fun.
we will be doing again this year,
Oh,
folks.
yes.
Don't worry. And Savannah got her second show on the channel, Light the Fuse.
Yeah, I can barely keep up with the first. I barely kept up with the first show, but I decided to do another one. Yay!
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. The man, the myth, the legend who created all of the music. Savannah, do you want to click it? Put it on screen?
Sure. Give me one.
I'm letting Savannah
second.
use her powers here.
Yes. There we go.
There you
Yay!
go. The man, the myth, the legend behind all of these shows that we're naming on this channel created our music. Heel Tactics. Congratulations on 2 years. I'm proud of you both. Keep doing your thing. Thank you so much, Justin. And I told you the other day on Twitter, ShElite wouldn't be what it was without you. So thank you, sir, for everything you do for us and all of the friends that we have. Yeah, all of the intros. So y'all need music done. This is your man. You go to him. Right there.
Yeah, right there.
You listen? Right there.
Yeah, there.
So Savannah, let's talk about like these new shows that we did. So talk about Light the Fuse. What made you want to do it? What the main theme of it is? Episodes you liked? Go for it.
So Light the Fuse is well, there's only like a few episodes. I want to say maybe 5, probably even less than that. I'm not sure. But so picking a favorite might be a little difficult. The premise behind Light the Fuse is because I am a huge AEW fan. Actually, I'll get into that a little later, but I'm a huge AEW fan, as you can tell. I mean, if you're watching, I have all the Hangman stuff. I have my Kenny stuff. You know, it used to be the Bucks wall. So if you've been following for a while, you would used to always see the Bucks wall. So huge AEW fan. And kind of like the same thing I would do with New Japan, I wanted to do with AEW, which also is a little bit easier for me because a lot more of my friends online, watch AEW than New Japan. It's just a lot easier to access because it's on cable television. You don't have to pay to see it. It's not on in the middle of the goddamn evening. So I've always wanted to make, well, not always, but when I started making New Japan TakeOver, I knew that I probably would want to do something AEW related. So that's what it is. And it's anything, but it's, it's all about AEW. So, but we've done What If, kind of like the Marvel series on Disney Plus. We did a What If show. We do recaps about the pay-per-views. We do regular Q&As. I want to have a couple more episodes where we just do discussions. I talked to Katie about doing like some tier lists, of different subjects, whether they're like things like favorite matches to like the dumber things like, oh, what's your favorite gear? Like who's had the best gear? And make a tier list, like the S tier, the A tier, all that. So, and I would like to, especially now that we have StreamYard, it's a lot more convenient than Zoom. It's going to be easier and I think more manageable to do it with, more than one person. So it's been a lot of fun, even though friends have come and gone since I've started Like the Fuse, but it is what it is. It's life. And the friends that matter to me are the ones that will probably keep coming on, the ones that I know I can go to, and the ones that I want on my show going forward,
Yeah, tell them. It's your show, baby.
Exactly. And and it is going to be a little sad, going back because, it is something that I worked on. And it was one of my it was a multi, person panel. So it's like, so, and it's something that I really don't want to take off the internet. So it is going back. It is going to be kind of sad seeing like that person involved in my life, but now not anymore. But I mean, things happen for a reason and I just got to keep moving forward.
Well, like Savannah said, those past episodes, took me a long time and a lot of storage on my phone.
Ooh.
Year 2 of ShElite in 32 minutes is now up on the channel. So you can see a clip of every single episode of everything we have done in year 2. up on the channel on YouTube, of course. Go check that out. It is the video as soon as you click on our YouTube channel. That's the one that pops up on the home screen. Trying to get them views, baby. So I think I know what episode you're talking about.
About what?
The panel thing you did, and like going back.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, hey, when I was going through, there was a lot of stuff that I saw, and I was just like, oh wow. And let's talk about StreamYard, guys. StreamYard. That's what?
Yeah, StreamYard is a really good example of starting new. It's about starting things new. It's a fresh start. And, that this is like, it's the real deal now, So I feel like it kind of gives me that almost like a blank slate feeling. Because now, when I do more shows and stuff, I know who I kind of will pay more attention on who I invite over to do my shit.
And you have the power to remove people from the studio. You have the power to get rid of episodes if people don't, if the vibe, they don't pass the vibe check. Yeah. I've edited a few videos that I've done with people to make it less weird. Still put them up.
But was less weird.
Yeah. Less weird, but still weird. So I mean, that's another thing. Like we had all of these shows that we did this year. Storytime has I think only 3 episodes. I need to do more, but I was like trying to think about what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I also looked at YouTube, and I don't have 5 episodes. I have only 3, soon to be 4, because I'm going to upload a new episode tonight.
You are uploading an episode.
But yeah, 4 episodes. But, sometimes, again, shit just happens.
You're in school. You're busy. You're a busy girl at home.
And yeah, and hopefully, now with StreamYard, where I don't have to, it kind of saves a little bit of time on the editing, just having things done on StreamYard. So, yeah. So hopefully, I'm hoping for the best now that we're, got something new going.
We're hoping for the best. We're praying for the best.
Yes.
I mean, big things popping, little things stopping. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Year 3, we're gonna kick ass. I mean, I feel like in the 2 years we've been here, we have kicked a lot of ass. And we're gonna keep that train going. So let's talk about some things we want to do in year 3. Do you want to go first, or do you want to ponder, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. So I can ponder a little bit.
I'll say, because I'm just throwing a lot of this on the Savannah now, so she's gotta process everything.
Yeah.
As every time we do a show, and I drop a question of the week on her, so it wouldn't be this show without it. So I do plan on doing more panels. I just have to contact people. I was gone for 2 weeks. I was sick, still kind of am. A lot of things were bouncing around. I couldn't get my bearings. StreamYard had to get set up, Pateron. So I was struggling a little bit. But I do have 2 panels kind of lined up that I will be doing this year and year 3. Which one of them is going to be the greatest women's rivalries in wrestling history.
Okay.
And then, this one's always a big topic, is what women aren't in the WWE Hall of Fame that should be. Victoria.
Yeah, I was going to say, I already know who your first one is going to be.
100% Victoria. So those are 2 I want to do, and I have some lovely ladies kind of set aside, ready to do them. Just have to recontact everybody. So I do plan on doing that. I need to, and no, Matt, not STD panels, you ass. I plan on doing more story times. I will think of something to create with that. Inside the Mind of has kind of been on a little bit of a hiatus. I'm not going to lie. I haven't really contacted people. But year 3 Katie, she knows this. We'll be contacting more people. We'll be busting out these Inside the Mind ofs. The goal at one point, I've done a lot of people from Fightful. Will I get Sean Ross Sapp on air?
Dude, if you do, could you please just let me come say hi really quick before you officially start the interview? I just want to say hi. Be like, dude, I
If
see you on Twitter. Your
that
takes
is
aren't the best, but it's okay. And then I'll be like, all right,
it's a
bye.
big if. Kate, who I had on here recently as an inside the mind of, kind of brought it up. She's like, well, you've done like most of Fightful. And I was like, it's not a bad idea. So I gotta figure that out because that would be a big one for me. That would elevate me hopefully a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. But permission to just come say hi? Just be like, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll be like, this is my co-host. She's just popping in real quick to say hello. And
like,
then
I won't be like, don't mind all the action figures on my wall.
Oh, he won't care.
Yeah,
and if he does, then tough.
Yeah, I can be biased. You can't. I'll tell him. I'm gonna tell him that.
Yeah, we're not quote unquote journalists.
Or I can be biased. You cannot.
So I plan on kind of, shooting for the moon, and if I miss, I land amongst the stars for interviews in year 3. I'm gonna be shooting my shot a lot, and I'm gonna have to learn how to take rejection well, and I don't already, so fuck.
It's okay. I'm horrible at taking rejection too. It's okay.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then obviously the next vlog I have planned is Mania.
Are you serious? I mean, it's not that far. If you really think about it, it's gonna come a lot sooner than you think.
I know, and I'm scared because I gotta get a place to stay. Thankfully, I don't have to fly. I'm planning on going out like the entire week because I have a friend out there who I haven't seen since our sophomore year of college, whom I love dearly. And I talk to her all the time. So I told her, I was like, when I come out there, I will finally get to fucking see you. So that's going to be fun. But that's like the next vlog I have planned. I was going to go do an indie show next month, but it's the same day as my friend's wedding that I'm in. And I'm like, well, I can't skip her wedding.
That's for a wrestling show. Yeah.
So, but they do indie shows a lot, so I might try and catch one soon. Maybe I can film that one. There's a lot that I'm trying to plan and get ahead. And again, I have been saying it since we started this. I'm trying to grow this brand, and I'm trying to make it the best it can be and one of the top tiers. Like I am. People might not like our content. That's fine. People may not like our takes. That's fine. But I am building this franchise. This is a franchise and a brand, damn it. And I have been putting my ass on the line with people that I know to build this as best as it can be. And I tell people this all the time. This is podcasting, the only thing that gives me serotonin right now. Depression. So this is something that I love to do.
Why did I feel that in a way?
It's a mood.
There's times where I come on before we go live, of course, and sometimes I tell you just about like the shit day I've had. Actually, I was gonna vent to you, but I kind of got over it, so I was like, okay, it wasn't anything like too bad. But at the time, I was like,
Well, and I had to train you in the ways of StreamYard.
Yeah, I guess that's why
I took your mind off it too.
I'm gonna say that's what kind of made me forget about it. But yeah, sometimes I show up and I'm having a moment, and Katie's like, she always tells me, she's always like, you don't have to do the show, and I always tell her, I know I don't have to, but it keeps my mind off things, and it does, it really does. It just takes my mind away off of whatever's going on for like the hour and a half that we are on. So even if I'm like showing up a complete wreck, I'm gonna truck through it because it keeps my mind off it. And sometimes like the laughs, sometimes the comments, someone's always gonna say something that make me laugh. So it's something I kind of look forward to.
And that's what we appreciate about everybody who comes to the live stuff that we do. Like, we appreciate y'all. Y'all are the reason we're still doing it live.
Yeah.
If we didn't have any type of audience and our friends didn't show up, I would stop doing the show live and be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, I would pull the plug on it.
But we do have people, yay.
But we have people, and even if they just lurk and they don't say anything, we still appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so that's like a general rant of what I kind of plan on doing in this next year, 3. Darlin?
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't have to ponder too much because I kind of expected to like be asked, what's next. And there's not too much. I say that, and then I'm gonna probably start like listing all this like
that's okay.
Go down the line. But like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I would like to start having panels myself. And I talked to Katie about this, just have a panel, even if it's just starting off with just one person. I would like to soon try and invite as many people as I can to do, like, again, the tier lists. I would love to do tier lists of like different things. I just like the videos, like the whole S tier, A tier, and stuff. And it's all opinion based. Also, it's not it's not to be taken as fact, because some people might think this match was better than this other match. It's going to be completely opinion based. But stuff like that, and especially now on StreamYard, we can like I could probably pull up the chart and like make something work with that. I don't know, but yeah, so that's one thing I want to start doing. Probably on like the Fuse specifically. Since we do have Patreon, I would probably want to do stuff, maybe some of it might be AEW related, but not specific, like little things that are in relation to AEW, but really don't have anything to do with the company, if that makes any sense. Like kind of like, whose gear is the best, stuff like that. That's really, that's very opinion based, it can be narrowed down to like, just on the color, because, oh, I don't like this color. Oh, I think this color is the best. So stuff like that. I would probably want to do that on the Patreon. I was about to do my first nail art video. It was probably just gonna be like a little time lapse with like a voiceover of me painting my nails. I have Bucks nails on, of course, on brand. And my camera was at my mom's. I'm here at my dad's, and I asked my sister, could you bring my camera? She did not bring it. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Did you need it? And I was like, I didn't absolutely need it, but I would have liked it. So it's fine. But I want to start on stuff like that because I have been doing nail art, even though I'm going to have to go on like at least a week of a hiatus because I have a wedding that I'm going to be in next week. So I'm actually going to miss Grand Slam because of it, but it's okay. I'll watch it later. But not because of the wedding. It's because it's the rehearsal. So I'm like,
I was gonna say, who has a wedding on a Wednesday?
No, it's rehearsal, but because the wedding's on Friday. So but yeah, I want to do like little time lapse and put them on the Patreon, just little voiceovers of the products I'm using, what like the techniques I'm doing and stuff like that. I want to start doing that. And I also want to kind of start trying to vlog stuff. It's hard because no one fucking comes here to El Paso. I could have probably done one for AEW, but I was like not in the middle of midterms, but I was, it was almost like getting ready for midterms. Yeah. And I did have class that I did not go to because I was like, it's a 3-hour class, and I was like, and it would have just cut it way too close to like go to class, come back home, get ready and stuff. So I'm not gonna go. I'll catch up on whatever I miss, and I did. I was able to, but I would like to try and start vlogging. I do go to a lot of indie wrestling shows here in El Paso, and they have for the summer it's like Heat Wave. So every Friday it's it's Heat Wave, kind of like SmackDown. It's Heat Wave. Yeah. And I don't know what they do for the winter. I just started this in May. So, but they have special events. I would say almost like pay-per-views, but they're not pay-per-views, but they're the special events. So they're having one tomorrow, actually, or today, as in when you see this. And it's kind of like there's a tournament and the finals are tomorrow. And it's actually going to take place not even at the place that it normally is at. They've completely based it around one of the high schools here in El Paso. It's going to be held in the Black Box Theater. And it's actually the high school that my younger cousin goes to. So I told her, I said, yeah, how do you get to the Black Box? I don't know your high school. So I might vlog stuff like that, just me getting myself ready, because I'm probably going to do like not too much makeup, but just like, a little something because it is a special event. And then, of course, show the matches, something like that. I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. But if I start going to other wrestling shows in the future, I would want to try and start blogging those as well. So I feel like that would kind of like dip my toes in the water. And would I want to start story times? Maybe, but I don't know what I would talk about if I'm being totally honest. So that's like something I've thought about. And will it happen? Maybe. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But for the most part, is just get more of those like the Fuse New Japan Takeover shows episodes out, and then just those things that I've listed that I wanted to do for the Patreon and for the page.
Yeah, no, you're filling up your plate, and I like that. Matt said he tried really hard to come up with an acronym using ShElite as the S in STD, but failed. And then, is only Stan's cosplay a real thing, or did it make that up for nothing? Matt, we will talk on Saturday if that becomes a real thing or not, to be determined. Yeah, we'll see. But we keep bringing it up. We might as well pull it up here. Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/ShElite Showcase. We did create this. This is a thing now. If you want to support us in this way, I mean, you can, like, subscribe, follow, free. That's all free. Comment, that's free. If you want to, help us financially a little bit, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Patreon, $3 a month. Measly $3. You get an exclusive non-wrestling podcast every single month. This one is already up. It is Law & Order Special Victims Unit. We talk all things guest stars, ADAs, storylines, favorite episodes. Fucking Goldberg gets brought up and it made me annoyed. Because, TC, Reek, and Vince were on with me.
Yeah.
And I plan on, trying to have different people on those every month as well. Matt is going to be on with me in October because, spooky month.
Ooh, spooky season.
I'm very excited. Once it gets closer to, I'll drop what we're going to talk about and all that stuff. But, I have the ideas for basically everything up until March of next year.
Okay.
What I want to do. I'll just read a few of them. So, I mean, we're going to do in February is going to be all things love.
Ooh.
Romantic, so it's going to be all about love. And I want to do one entirely on Harry Potter because that's something else I love.
I'm like, you can have my sister on that. She freaking loves Harry Potter. Like, I love Harry Potter too, but she loves Harry Potter. She's a Potterhead.
I have a Harry Potter tattoo on the back of my neck. I was president of Dumbledore's army in my college. My last year there. Yeah. I'm a nerd. It's fine.
Wait, what's your house?
Take a guess on what my house is.
I don't want to take a guess. Are you... I'm going to say a Ravenclaw?
Nope, I'm not smart.
Okay. Are you a Hufflepuff?
I am a Savannah. I am one of the most loyal people you know.
That is true. But like, my sister is a Hufflepuff, but of course, I thought she was gonna be a Ravenclaw because she's really smart. My younger sister, she's the Potterhead. She loves reading books. She's really good at math. She does book work for my aunt who like has all these LLCs, but does like a bunch of business with properties and stuff. She does the book work for that. So she's really smart. So we all thought when she took the test like years ago, she was going to get Ravenclaw. And just the disappointment on her face when she got Hufflepuff, she was so upset. And now we fuck with her. Like, she's not a loyal. She's not a loyal. She's not. She's not a proud Hufflepuff, which I think she should be, because again, Hufflepuffs are loyal. They're kind. They're just vibing, and that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But of course, she doesn't like it. I guess and so we always fuck with her. We're like, oh, look at these Hufflepuff PJs. We're gonna get that for you. Look at like at Hot Topic, we see Hufflepuff stuff. We're like, oh, we're gonna get this for you.
Hufflepuff, a little tangent, sorry. Hufflepuff gets disrespected all the fucking time. And anytime I want something Hufflepuff, they never have it. They always have Gryffindor and Slytherin. Now fuck them. Give me Hufflepuff stuff. God damn.
I think you know my house. I have posted about it a couple times. Do you know my house?
Ooh. Are you a Slytherin?
Yeah, I am a Slytherin.
Okay. That's what I because like I don't know why I like something popped in my head when you said that. So
it could
I mean,
it could be when I made a video post on a reel, if you will, on Instagram, talking about Get to Know Me Harry Potter edition. It's my
maybe.
house is a Slytherin, and then when I shared pictures, I don't know, on my story, I think on it was years ago, but when I went to Orlando in
Yeah.
we went to Universal and I was wearing like my Slytherin shirt, my socks when we were at Universal. So yeah, it was all
Matt, I will
green.
not take this fucking slander. How dare you? There are other people besides Cedric Diggory in that goddamn house. Anyways, Patreon. You'll see a bunch of stuff like that over there. That's like the main thing I want to do with the Patreon is these exclusive podcasts every month. Off the top of my head, I don't have anything else planned for it yet. More than likely will. So if you just want to, go support us there, we'd appreciate it, just saying. But let's talk about the year in review, shall we? Overall, so from September to September, overall, how do you feel about ShElite? Like what we've done and everything like that.
Honestly, nothing makes me happier than seeing when I go to our YouTube and seeing, obviously it's a slow climb, but the climb is there, slowly getting our subscribers, seeing the views and stuff. Even if it's like only like 20 views or whatever, I think 20 people actually thought it was worth going to watch our shit. So I'm like, that makes me happy alone. And it just goes to, things don't happen overnight. So honestly, I'm very happy with how far we've come, especially now that we have Patreon. We have all these ideas and, we're still going after 2 years. Some people may have probably cut the cord on it. If I'm going to be totally honest, it's nothing negative in the way that, I think things are going to go bad. It's just for me, this is just me being a worry word. Like I'm just, just overthinking this stuff that hasn't even happened yet. But, I always think, I'm about to graduate college soon. And, I'm going to start, hopefully getting like a job where, I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. I don't know how my days are going to look like. And I'm just thinking like, obviously there's times where I just have these doubts and I tell myself like, what happens if I can't do it anymore? Like, not because I don't want to, but just time won't allow. But then I'm like, it takes like an hour and a half, to do the show. So even if it means I just got to show up, do the show and leave right after, like not even like spend time just chatting with you for a bit, Katie, I told myself that I want to make it work regardless, even if it means I'm not living at home anymore and I'm living out of town, or if I have to even like take my mic and stuff, my equipment with me. The webcam, it's easy. I could just tuck it in my backpack. But like my mic, my light, I might not even have the best light. But I told myself that I would want to make it work regardless, no matter how my schedule looks like. And I even told myself, like, I'm pretty sure like Katie would be okay finding, if need be, finding a new date or time to do something. We'll make it work. You've always been so cool like that. So I'm like, when times I get worried like that, there's times where I kind of have to be like doctor and patient, where I have to tell myself like, it's okay. Like, it's not gonna end, because you graduate and you get a job, you get a life out, because my life will be work now instead of school. So and you've shown me it works. You can do it. And Matt's, everyone else I see, you have your full-time jobs and you come and your show, and you can still be just as invested. You can still be as, passionate about it. It doesn't have to die down. And that is something that has kind of like, it's lingered in my mind, but I have to tell myself all this to make myself feel better at the same time. So yeah, sorry to get a little deep there, but it is something that I've thought about, especially like now that we are 2 years in. I don't want it to end at only 2 years, 3 years. I want it to like keep going, as we both get older. I know we talk about how I'm 12, like I'm actually
A
12,
child.
but like no, it's a little scary because I am 22 years old, and obviously I still have many years ahead of me, but it's just like what the future holds is very unpredictable and very, you don't know what's going to happen. You can only just wait. So I just hope and I pray, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be all right. But I just hope for the best, and I hope I don't have to ever be in a position where I can't do it anymore, cuz the one thing I would hate to do is leave, cuz like we just talked about, it's kind of what's kept us sane from all the shit that goes on in life.
Yep.
We can replace you with AI. God damn it, man. I don't want to be replaced with
Yeah.
AI.
I would.
I don't.
That's too much technology that I don't know how to use. And a ShElite year is like a PWI year. Yeah, basically. We do it by anniversaries.
Yeah.
We don't do it by calendar year. That's what the
Yeah.
ShElite awards are for. Which
Yeah, we do that by calendar year.
Yeah, that'll be the last show we do of every year. Because we still got spooky showcase next month. We got seasonal showcase in December.
We might have to do ShElite Awards early or late this year, because December is the worst month for me, especially the end, because there's just so many birthdays. And the 28th is that Thursday, and depending on what time it's my grandma's birthday. So depending on what time we do something, I may or may not make it. Obviously, we got till December for me to tell you, but yeah.
I mean, once the beginning of December hits, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we got time. I'm not worried about that right now.
Oh, no, neither am I.
Let's see. Overall, this year 2 of ShElite, we have done a lot of things. We have improved the channel. We have improved our content. We have upped the ante. We really are stepping up, I would say. Matt said, "Man, your grandma's had like 60 birthdays. She's good."
She's actually gonna turn 77 in
77
that day. Yeah.
There you go.
I was gonna say something, but no, I already went deep. That's just gonna go even deeper. So
no, because I know we were trying to go. Don't do it.
Yeah, we're not gonna go deeper.
No. What we are gonna do is we're gonna. So I know we'll do this for ShElite Awards at the end of the year, but anything that sticks out from this past year, episode wise, that we've done, like I'm talking weekly show, so ShElite Showcase itself.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the question of the week. That's usually like what kind of makes the show, that's kind of what gives it a theme, if you will. Usually our stuff's kind of named around it. Mm-hmm. First thing that comes up at the top of my head, which I really wish I didn't have fucking broken AC for, so I could really spend a lot of good quality time for. Wrestlers as Barbies. That was probably one of my favorites. I would have loved to do more wrestlers, but again, I was dying in the 90-degree bedroom I was stuck in, so it's all right, but I'm glad I was able to do it regardless. So Barbies as wrestlers, or wrestlers as Barbies, was a lot of fun. Long live Redcon Barbie, because they're all Barbies except Ricky Starks, because Ricky Starks is Ken. So
we had Babies Are Wrestling this year.
Was it really Babies Are Wrestling? That's another good one. I know this will probably be in news and rumors next week, but Kelly, Barbie Blankheader twins. So
I know
more Babies Are Wrestling. Babies Are Wrestling Part 2, because Billie Kay, she's pregnant right now. Or
Carmella's due soon.
Alexa Bliss is pregnant.
Tymella's due soon.
Dude, everyone make wrestling.
Babies Are Wrestling 2.0.
Babies Are Wrestling 2.0. Everyone's pregos making babies.
Hey, if never
we
mind.
We got a whole roster of baby wrestlers.
We have an entire Royal Rumble
Hell yeah. That's what we should do on the Patreon. Who's gonna win the Royal Rumble? Babies Are Wrestling Edition.
Babies Are Wrestling Edition. Well, some of them are older, so that's not entirely fair, and some aren't born yet. So like,
No, I mean like in the future, like predicting like if they were, let's say, all hypothetically they would end up as
okay,
wrestlers. Like no, not like
we'd have to look at the lineage.
I was gonna say not Johnny and Candace's baby Quill, yeah, versus Carmella's unborn baby boy.
Quill versus Birdie,
Yeah,
who's turning 7 next
I
year.
know, or Birdie versus Rue, who just probably I think, or yeah, Birdie versus the new versus the twins, the Barbie twins.
Birdie's the OG. She's holding it down.
Birdie is the OG. Birdie and Monroe, I feel like.
Yes, Birdie and Monroe.
So
Shout out.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of.
I'm gonna go back. Like I'm gonna go to our YouTube and just see.
Go for it. We had a Star Wars one. I remember that.
That was fun. Was it last year or the year before when we casted?
I'm pretty sure that was this year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was year 2.
Yeah.
Which, goddamn. That one was fun. I feel like I took part of a clip from that one, like that specific part, or it was like a little after that part. But yeah, we've had some good ones.
The 8th Horcrux, I think that's what I called CM Punk, no?
That's exactly what you called CM Punk. I remember that. We've done. I've had a few
lasting only an hour. Yeah, Solo Cicady was running wild this year.
I had 1, 2, 3 off the top of my head that were solo. Only 2 were named Solo Cicady. It was Solo Cicady and then Solo Cicady 2, Electric Boogaloo. But when Savannah couldn't make it, I did have a few guests host with me. If I didn't fly solo, Matt being one a few times. I had Matt and Juss on.
I was there, not there, but in the chat for one of the ones. I was in Mexico. I was taking a little break when you guys. No, actually, no, I wasn't taking a break. We were kind of settling in for the evening. My older sister, and my dad and my stepmom wanted to go to this party thing, but of course it was all like alcohol stuff. I was pretty tired and I don't even drink, so I was like, I'm just gonna stay in the hotel room. And then you guys went live, and then I was like, let me just watch. Why the hell not? And then Matt said I was funnier in chat than I am in real life, which I mean, I'll take what I can get. I made a pretty fucked up comment about Dante Morton because it was like about Sky Blue and Kyle Fletcher being a thing. And I talked about Dante Martin.
She's messed up, folks.
Matt laughed. Okay, wild. It was dark, obviously, but it made Matt laugh. And then I said something about Logan Paul, because it was Money in the Bank, I think, and I said it was like ironic that he's in a match called Money in the Bank when he scams his fans in crypto.
Yes. Okay. Well, also, before I get into Matt stuff, Reek also made his debut on the weekly show as my co-host, which I greatly appreciate.
I do have a question though, because Reek, not Reek, because Reek's supposed to be, the advocate. He's like the Paul Heyman for you,
Yes. So,
but Paul Heyman's not the advocate. He's the special counsel now. So is he now special counsel, Reek?
So, he's always going to be the advocate, and Matt is the special counsel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because Matt was mad. There was a whole conversation. Matt was like, well, I'm here more than Reek. I should be the advocate. And I was like, I'm not fighting over both of you in this right now. So we made a compromise. Reek will be the advocate. Matt will be the special counsel. It's fine. Was Rack Vanna this past year? That's a great question, Matt. I want to say no, because I feel like I would have used a clip of you as fucking Rack Vanna, you menace. No, I don't think Crack Fanta was this year, which is crazy because I feel like this year has been so fucking long.
I know, right?
But we did Inside the Mind of the Rack this year, or in 10 months ago. Savannah trying to start a fight. No, she's not trying to start a fight. She was just asking a question.
No, I was. I didn't know that you were the special counsel. That's my apology.
Not this time. She's not trying to start a fight this time.
No, yeah, I genuinely didn't know. I didn't know.
Yes, he's always gonna be the advocate, and Matt will always be the special counsel.
All right. So does that make you the tribal chief, head of the table?
I am Robin Reigns.
Acknowledge me. I want to get my sister the shirt that says "It's my birthday, acknowledge me." I think that's pretty hilarious.
It's a damn good t-shirt. I haven't worn it yet, but I got excuse me, at Payback I got the Mommies on Top shirt.
Nice.
I couldn't not. I wanted to get the Monday Night Mommy one, but they didn't have any at the superstore. I was like, what the fuck?
One of more I wouldn't say controversial, but a controversial topic. Biting people bad is one of the episodes that happened this past year.
Which the only reason it is named that, which people might not remember, is because there was a quote that was more than likely said by Daniel Garcia, and that was the exact quote, which was biting people bad.
Yeah,
that's why the episode was titled that. But yes,
yeah, but that does make sense. It kind of, because when I asked if we casted it this year or last year, it was this year because this year was Brawl Out, and that's when Bitey Steel came out. Bitey Steel. And we casted him as Pennywise because
we did. Because then we cast Kenny as Georgie.
Because Kenny got his arm bit, and Ace Steel was the one who bit his arm.
I remember. I wasn't there, but I remember.
I wasn't there either. I just saw the bruise.
I wasn't in the room.
I saw the bruise when he was on that. It was like a live stream in Japan.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, but everyone's like, "Look at it." I'm like, that's kind of gross, bro. How slobbery and. Like,
I also just like, again, why is that the first place you think of to bite someone? But like, what do I know?
I don't support Ace Steel, but Savannah can't tell me she wouldn't bite any. Hey, whoa, Matt. I've said this before. We've blamed myself.
She wants to. Yeah, it's Savannah's fault. Like all of it started because of Savannah.
At FanFest the day before All Out, I was talking to our friend Brooke, mine and Katie's friend Brooke, and her sister was kind of like, talking about Kenny's thighs, and she said she didn't like him. So Brooke and I kind of, when we were by ourselves, just the two of us, I told her, I said, I don't know what your sister's talking about. I would love to bite Kenny's thighs. And then this happens at All Out. I was like, dude, I think Ace Steel heard me. Because I talked about wanting to bite Kenny's thighs. Katie's thighs.
Excuse me.
I'm like, Katie's the bi one. I'm not.
That's me.
That's right. I'm just a supporter. I'm just like, you're doing great, sweetie. I
wanted to yourself out of the hole, Savannah. Keep going.
Yeah, I told Brooke I wanted to bite Kenny's thighs, and then next day Ace Steel bites Kenny's arm. I think he just heard bite Kenny, and then he was like, that's all I need to know.
He didn't hear where or how or you.
And yes, I would bite some the elite if I had the chance. Where, I don't know. Well, Kenny, obviously the thighs. But Matt Jackson, is wearing the shirt. I don't know. Maybe the shoulder.
What?
Or the neck. I don't know. Like, obviously in a loving way. Not the Ace Steel way, like a love bite, Not the Ace.
That man's throat out.
Go for
this
the
episode
throat.
Is officially by Panic at the Disco.
By Panic. I love Panic at the Disco.
I have seen Panic at the Disco live one time.
Oh, which tour was it for?
Oh God. I was still in high school, so
it had to have been okay. My guess is what's the name of the album?
I think it was the Girls, Boys album.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
what is the name of the fucking album? I have all of the songs on it. I know what the cover art looks like. I almost got
Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. Is that one?
Yes.
Dude, one of my top 3 Panic at the Disco songs is on that album.
What song is it?
Far Too Young to Die. I freaking love
Great.
that song. I fucking love that song so much. I freaking love it.
It's a great song.
But, but yes,
Anyways,
I would bite the Elite, Matt, just to say. But not in an Ace Steel malicious kind of way. And like, dang, those are good thighs, Kenny. I'll just get a little bite. Let me get a sample.
oh my god.
Not
Look
like
at a
you
specimen.
No, people say it like, don't think of it as like I'm gonna try and rip his flesh out. I just want to like that.
She's gonna just
like
cut a little piece, take it home, examine it.
if I had to take it as like a memento, I wouldn't go for the thighs. Then there's somewhere else I would go for. You wanna know or no?
No,
It's not down below, Katie. I hope you know that it's not below the belt.
Jesus, what is it? His hair?
I would take Kenny's hair, but biting it. If I had to bite something off, I would probably choose the nipple. I mean, that's like, come on now.
What even has happened here? Are we on Smacking It Raw right now?
We probably should be at this point.
But I am every week.
Yeah, Katie's always there.
I'm the unofficial official co-host. I'm on a lot of podcasts.
The Pornhub mommy instead of Poppy.
That's another thing I plan on doing for Savannah in year 3. I'm getting her on podcasts.
Pimp me out, Katie.
Listen, I know what your interests are in podcasting, wrestling-wise. I have people I can contact. I will get you in touch with them.
Nice. Katie's doing all the work for me.
Out. Well, you're gonna have to like talk to them and have conversations.
No, yeah, obviously, but you're doing the part where you're like, here, look.
I'd be like, hey, my co-host likes X, Y, and Z. You talk about X, Y, and Z. Would you like to do a podcast with her?
Yeah.
And then I will let the two of you have conversations, figure it out, and we'll go from there. Because I have faith in you that you can go on other people's podcasts without me.
I'm your young Padawan.
Oh my god. I am Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes.
I don't want to be Anakin, bro. Well, I mean, I guess that means I turn into Darth Vader. So do I have a villain origin story, Katie? When am I turning heel?
I don't know.
I don't think I could ever turn heel, because even if I was heel, I would just feel so bad. I'd be like, Katie, I'm so sorry. Because I think the only way I could turn heel is if I really like snapped at you, and I don't think I could. Like, that's like, sorry, Mom, I love you, but I think that'd be worse than snapping at my mom. It's just, I feel like it's normal to bicker with your mom, but I feel like I've never ever argued with Katie, like not even like the smallest thing. So even
not in that context. We've had one. I don't remember what it was about. It was in year 1. I don't remember what it was about, but it was me and you going back and forth, and I was just like, no. I clipped that part of us arguing in the first year.
I know what it was, but it wasn't anything malicious. It was all in good fun, and it was. I was pissed because
I remember what it was.
Edge versus AJ was interrupted by Damian Priest, and I was so pissed off. And
you were like, "No interferences." I was like, "He didn't interfere. It was just standing
yes, he did. Yeah, that's what we argued. But it was all in good fun.
That was fun.
It wasn't an actual argument. So I would never be like the Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Like, who's like the ultimate, like, maybe someone who's like a face, but could get annoying at times.
Off the top of my head.
Well, would that make me like Sami Zayn if you're Roman Reigns? Because he loves him, but like, come on now, the honorary use.
Okay, we're cooking. Yeah. You could be a J.
That is true. But also, like, I could be like Solo because I'm very loyal to you. I would Samoan Spike anyone for you, Katie.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm young.
This is true. These are all
Baby Oos is, what would you call him during his NXT days? Baby Oos.
Baby Oos, yeah. Baby Uso. That's what he is. That's who he is.
He is Baby Uso.
Which, goddamn. All right. Any final thoughts on Year celebration of ShElite.
It's just crazy that again we've made it 2 years. Yay! Not that I didn't think we were gonna make it 2 years, but it's just crazy that so much time has passed, and it feels like just yesterday we were barely starting out. And now not only are we 2 years in, but we still have so much more we want to do, so much more we want to show. Other stuff I want to do. Like it would be cool, like especially like we could probably, if we ever make a decent amount of money on Patreon, we could do like a giveaway or something.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Or because again we have StreamYard. I feel like you would think that we're sponsored by StreamYard or something from the amount of times I brought it up, but it's just so convenient. It just is. Whatchamacallit, like I talked to Katie about this before we went live, that if we wanted to do a reaction video or a watch along, we could pull something up right there and we could watch it. So that would be cool to do something, even if it's not just the two of us. If it's like something that I do with like my friends, for like the Fuse or something. If we rewatch, we rewatch like the ending of the exploding barbed wire death match, we could all laugh together.
Jesus.
Oh my god, Kenny was so pissed. He was so pissed off. But yeah, we can go back and watch that. We could watch. I would love to like have a few of my elite fangirlies, fellow elite fangirlies, and let us watch. Even though they lost, but let us watch the Anarchy in the Arena. The exploding super kick, Matt getting his foot freaking thumbtack covered. Whoa. Oh, yeah, because like my dad doesn't watch AEW, but I showed him that match. I was like, Dad, it was just so chaotic. I think you'd like it. And oh my god, of course, his biggest reaction was the freaking foot in the thumbtacks. He was like, because like it's your foot, bro. Like that is your foot. So yeah, maybe okay. This is something I kind of forgot to brought up. I know, sorry, but it is final thoughts. It would be cool. Maybe I could do this on the Patreon because it doesn't have to be like, related to my shows. But like rewatching stuff or like recapping or just going over stuff about, matches or pay-per-views that I grew up watching. Like I know this wasn't the best match, so not the best example, but the Ambrose Asylum match, when he was feuding with Chris Jericho, that all started because Chris Jericho killed Mitch the Potted Plant. So imagine going back and talking about how silly that was and how funny that was. Like stuff like that,
Yeah, I mean, you definitely could. If that's something, again, you also have to remember that you are one person and you're putting it on your plate.
No, I know, but it would be like that. I think this is like the beauty about like the Patreon is that again, I can do whatever like I want. It could be like a 15-minute little, reaction or little, a little conversation about it, just a little something. It could be as long or short as I want it to be. Which I mean, I guess is the same case for my other shows, but I feel like with Patreon, I don't know. I just feel like since it is exclusive, I feel like you have a little more leeway.
Yeah. Final thoughts from me. Year 2 was a roller coaster.
I know.
Many ups, few downs as they go. I am proud of everything we've done in year 2. Year 3, like I have been saying, is going to be bigger, better than this past year. We're gonna take the world by storm, as we already have, and I'm very excited to see and plan what year 3 is going to be about.
Yeah. All we can do is really wait and see.
It's going to be a waiting game, and you guys are going to be waiting patiently, and you're going to hopefully thank us for all of that.
Right, hopefully.
When we get to this point next year, will we have the year 3 celebration?
Yeah.
Who knows where we will be then? But with that being said, thank you guys so much for being here or watching after the fact. We appreciate you guys. Seriously, there would be no podcast without people watching or commenting or being here live.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys are a part of this as well. So, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Savannah, tell people where they can find you when you're not here.
Right. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2garcia_. There's no underscore. It's not me. I'm not even really on Twitter, but I've been taking a break altogether, even from like lurking on Twitter. So, but you can mostly find me on Instagram, y2garcia_. And what I have going on is I am going to tonight. I am going to upload the new episode of Light the Fuse. It was supposed to happen last week, but exporting for some reason took so goddamn long. I was up really late just trying to export it, and that was the only time I could actually wait the 2 hours that I waited to export it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna upload it today, and hopefully I'm hoping to maybe record something this weekend. If I don't have plans, we'll see. But yeah, that's mostly what's from me. On the Patreon, I might start doing stuff, on my free time, even if it's just like, videoing myself painting my nails, my nail art, which is, a lot of the times wrestling related, more specifically the Bucks, but still, just, yeah, little things like that is what you could expect from me in the near future.
There you go. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at KTWrestling13. The link tree in my bio will take you to everything ShElite Showcase. So you're going to get the twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, which you could be watching us here live. Hello. You get the youtube.com/ShElite Showcase link, which you could also be watching us here live. Hello. Or you're watching us after the fact here. Hey, hello. You're going to get the link to our merch, which, yes, we have merch. I'm still trying to think of ideas of what I would like to put on merch. It's a whole process. I'm planning it. I'm thinking. It's whatever. It's all there. You can check out everything. You can get yourself a little logo tee, a little sticker. Do what you gotta do. We have mentioned it many times in here. You can check out the Patreon. The first podcast is up. Like I said, go check that out. Savannah will have her nail stuff and other things that her heart desires. I think that's everything. I believe so. So, that being said, let me just quickly write something down. Thank you guys again. We really appreciate you being here for year 2, and we hope to see you in year 3. Until then, bye-bye.